Hello everyone, this is me, Dusty Circuit here. Welcome to some Fortnite with Skade.
Welcome. Welcome.
Blue, which is your favorite Pokemon again?
That's a tough one.
Was it
I have a
Squirtle?
few. No, Snorlax
Okay, Snorlax.
or Umbreon, which is one of the evolutions, and specifically Shiny Umbreon. But Snorlax would be would be an easier one to find a model for because it's a more popular one.
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite, Bulky?
Favorite Pokemon?
You need to blow your ears out.
Don't blow your ears out.
I haven't been really caught up with Pokemon, but
What's your
Umbreon looks pretty cool.
Umbreon is pretty cool. I like your the one that was your buddy for a long time. The baby manatee. I can't remember what the baby one's called.
Oh man, yeah, man.
So cute.
My current one is pretty cool. Lucario.
Oh yeah, Lucario is really cool. Do you know the shiny of that one is yellow?
Oh.
My computer.
We gotta meet up one day so I can trade you some.
Yeah.
I think we're lucky friends, aren't we?
Yeah, we're lucky friends. I think.
Yep.
I think I'm also lucky friends with Edie, but I think they're in the UK, right?
Yeah, they're very much in the UK.
So I could.
We gotta get you lucky friends with Nin and Riley, and then we'll all come meet.
I don't know. Is it random?
It is randomized, basically.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I can gather that at least.
It's like it's a chance. Once you become best friends, then you can do that. You become lucky friends. And a lot of my friends, like I have lucky friends with quite a few people that I will never ever meet, like like people that I don't even know, you know what I mean? Like I met them through a raid or something, and they don't live here. They live like in Sweden, or they live like in, Australia. So clearly I'm never gonna end up meeting up with them. So I wish there's a way to like unlucky friend it, so that way you can save your lucky friends with people that you will want to meet up with. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not built for like people far away.
No, none of their system is really built for that. But when COVID, was happening and they did all the remote raids, people started making friends all over. And hello. And hello. And so that when that happened, more and more people became lucky friends with people that they will never have a chance to meet. And it's kind of like, I always see it as like a waste, because I'm like, I have like 20 lucky friends of people I don't even know who they are. So I certainly won't be meeting up with them in China or wherever, they're from. I met them through remote raids. Like,
yeah, it's really... I mean,
like Volky, I do want to meet.
Like, even though...
One of these days, Volky.
Even though I'm not familiar with Pokemon Go really at all, it sounds really stinky of them to basically take away the remote raids, like, after COVID is over.
Well, they still have them, but what they did was they doubled the price of the pass. And so right now, just to do a remote raid, you're looking at $2. And that's a big chance if you, number one, don't catch it, right? Or you get booted out of it, because sometimes glitches happen and you like get booted, and you can't get back in. It's like, well, there went that $2. Or you get one that's a yucky 2-star that's not even very good. So it's like gambling, because you're really doing it to try to get the shiny or try to get the hundo, and the odds of that are so low that it's like, when it was only $1, it was just more manageable. It was like, well, it kind of costs a lot, but at least it's only $1. Whereas now it's like $2. You've doubled the price, and used to could get for $3. You could get used to be like you could get 3 for like $3. And then, I'm sorry, 3 for, what was it? They had a deal. It was like 3 of them for $2. And then now to get 3 is like $5.95. So it's like, people don't want to spend $6 on a raid that they might not ever even end up, that they might not, I don't know how to, like, that might not work out. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of money. And then they nerfed a lot of stuff, and it just caused the whole community to be outraged because, so it's always intended to be a game to go outside and move. That's why it's called Pokemon Go. It's on the go. You're supposed to do it while you're walking. But what happened was with COVID, and them introducing remote raids and them being really like able to do them cost-wise. Also, plus every Monday you got a free raid pass, so that was a big deal too. They stopped that too. But the whole point was like, the whole point of it was like, okay, you guys are stuck inside, but we still want you to play our game. So here, we found a way to make that everyone can play it. Well, what they ended up doing was creating a game too that could be played for people with disabilities, because not everyone with disabilities is able to just go easily outside. You know, it's like, you know, if you're in a wheelchair or just
maybe maybe you just live in a dangerous neighborhood where it's
right.
You know.
Exactly. It really was great for a lot of reasons, but what ended up happening was they nerfed it. They wanted, once they deemed that COVID was over, they nerfed it, and they deemed that they wanted everybody to be back to playing it the originally intended way, which of course would be, you know, just walking around and catching. But the disability community, the disabled community, was like, oh my gosh, this is great. I get to actually play with my friends, like skaters. We all played together, right? We didn't play together because of our disabilities. We played together because we're already in an online community group, a gaming community, and we had a lot of fun doing these raids together. But now when they nerfed all this stuff, it kind of killed us being able to do that, especially getting rid of the once a week free one. It wasn't free, it was 1 coin. Which is nothing, that's like a penny. And so yeah, so what happened was all these big name streamers and stuff are like, hey, Pokemon Go, or hey, Niantic, you guys have an opportunity here to really continue to help this whole community that got to play, that never had gotten to play before. No, they didn't care. They didn't even listen. Like, it was pretty bad, but we all got over it. Clearly we're all still playing, but at the same time, I don't raid like I used to.
It's one of those,
I was doing like 2 to 3 raids a day.
It's one of those I love
you,
you, but I also hate you kind of deals.
Yeah, I'm addicted, so clearly like I still play it every day. It's a highly addictive game. If you like collecting things, and which a lot of autistics do, it's very addictive for me. But I don't play as much as I used to play. I used to play it basically all day long, like while I would do other things, you know? But now I don't. So. Like, I don't even have it open right now.
There's a Snorlax cookie cutter.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh, could you make cookie cutters?
Yeah, you can
see,
make
that's
cutters.
something. See, I think something like that would be very profitable, Magic.
So lagging.
I mean, literally, if you literally have access to 3D modeling software and a 3D printer and a computer, you can literally make anything you want. You can put your mind to.
So lagging.
Yeah, these sometimes the game is. You can tone down your settings, and that helps with the lag. You might be set to really high settings.
I'm lagging because my internet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's also a Snorlax piggy bank, keycap.
I might die.
Keychain.
Yeah, you died.
Also, there's a Snorlax skull. I don't know why that's
cool.
a thing. It's literally just the skull of a Snorlax, and I'm like, what? Why would something like that? That's just funny.
That sounds funny.
Yeah. Snorlax doorstop. Snorlax mode. Snorlax with the top hat.
Snorlax is pretty popular, so yeah, there's probably a lot.
Snorlax holiday edition. Snorlax glasses holder. Planner.
A planner?
Yeah, it's literally Snorlax laying on his back with a hole in his stomach. But,
That's funny.
so I don't know if it would.
Like that's cool though.
I don't know if it would hold water though, because prints aren't exactly watertight. Exactly. It's kind of it is and it isn't. Depends. It's kind of like hard to say.
For a second, I thought you were like using that as like a metaphor, like, oh, this idea won't hold water.
No. Like it literally might not whole act.
You're like metaphor and yes.
No, not metaphor. It literally can't hold
Like,
water.
and
That's-
yes.
Oh, they have this one has a bunch of different cookie cutters. Sorry, they're not cookie cutters. Picture frames. Sorry, not cookie. Oh, this one's a cookie cutter set. An Eevee. There's a Meow 2. There's a something I don't know what it is. Another thing I don't know what it is. And then there's
Respond.
How often does the mail come on Animal Crossing, Volky? Do you know? Is it just once a day?
I, I really don't. I, I think it's just once a day. Although I don't know if it like sends a friend something. Yeah, if it comes immediately.
Okay.
I think.
Blue's
I mean,
playing.
that's pretty. It would make sense for like from the game perspective that it does every game happens like in by a daily basis instead of you know what I'm saying? That's every
Yeah.
yeah, because you can only do so much a day unless you just you could. I mean, you could fish or hunt bugs forever, but or as long as you want, but that's about all the extent that you can do it.
Oh.
Do it anything constantly.
Blue, remember that infinity cube you got once that or thing got that infinitely folds?
Yeah.
There's a print file for that too, actually.
Are you talking like the Shishibo cubes?
Yeah, no, not the Shiba cube. It's a different one. It's like it. It's instead of like. I'm talking about the like 4 cubes that infinitely fold, but it's not the Shishibo.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Snorlaxes, so many Snorlaxes. Oh, and I finally figured out how to
It's
do
a pretty popular Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I specifically searched for it, so it's gonna fill up everything. What was it?
Might not play Fortnite.
There's something. It says Snorlax German hair stick. I don't know what that is, but. Oh yeah, I can print multicolors now. Like I can do 2 different colors in one print. I figured.
Oh,
out
I
how
saw
that
that
works.
with the train.
Well, no, I printed each car separately, so that didn't
Oh.
colors. Multicolors would be the wheels being black and the car being. And actually, the wheels printed next to like the train, so they actually roll. Like I had to snap them on, like. So the train rolls, and I'm printing the tracks too. Train tracks. Oh yeah, that reminds me. My sister wanted me to get him a monster truck or something.
Ooh, which one?
I don't know. She just said monster truck would probably like, which or anything that rolls.
Nice job, Dusty. I saw that kill.
Thanks.
It's like an all-out bloodbath over here.
Yeah, I'm getting slaughtered. I think I got sick of kill.
Why does that remind me of
Almost
something?
free.
Why does that word remind me of something that happened the other day?
Water?
No, bloodbath.
Oh. Sounds like something someone might have drawn in Gartic phone the other day.
No, remember when I messaged you the other day
Oh,
that happened?
that's right. That's right. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Managed to get 10 limbs that round.
Nice, Dusty. You whipped our booties. I don't know. I think so.
Well, you also have a beach and an ocean.
Uh-huh.
I'm
the
talking to
equal-
Blue.
But I have a lake behind me.
Nothing. You have a lake?
Yeah. I have Mun's Pond is right behind me, and then Cranberry Lake is right behind my house too. I could walk there through the woods behind my house. And then if you go up front, then you have the beach. So it's not lakes, it's beach.
And you get free sea glass.
Mm-hmm. Lots
And you
of
have
it.
and you have an HOA that isn't mean to you.
No, they're really nice. It's really cheap too compared to. I mean, for where we live, because we have a private beach and two private beaches and like some parks that are just in our HOA, and it's like really cheap. It's like $75 for the whole year. Whereas the HOA I lived in Arizona, my last house was like $35 a month, and we didn't even get anything. I think there was like one park maybe. Okay, as soon as we come back, we will grab you. Search container, search 3.
Oh! That's nice.
Shields. Named locations. Yay! I sent 2 letters.
I'm checking my birthday present from the thing. On Amazon Closet. Mom's homemade cake. Actually, my sister baked my cake this year for my birthday. She made it from scratch.
You remember you saying that? How did it come out? Was it good?
Oh yeah, I didn't get to eat it before I put it in the fridge though. So.
Oh no! How come? Because of the. Yeah, I remember. Oh, that's really stinky. But at least you got to eat it eventually.
Yeah, unfortunately she didn't get to eat it. She wanted.
Aw. Did you save her some? Nah.
No.
Nah.
Well, it's not that we didn't save her some. It's that we never brought it to her. Or
Cake wouldn't last that long in my house.
Also, I don't know where it went. Actually, it just one day it wasn't in the fridge anymore.
Oh. Somebody's belly.
Hey, she made buttercream too.
I get in my belly. I like buttercream.
Or icing. I just know it's made of sugar.
Riley's really gotten into making cakes and stuff lately, and she's done a really good job.
I know you make me want.
She helped make her, she has to make her own birthday cake. I enjoy making them. But this year she really wanted to do her. She had ideas, and I remember her posting pictures. It came out really cool.
Yeah,
she enjoys baking.
Even when my mom did wedding cake, she always used box milk. She never used her. She never made it from scratch. She always used box milk.
So, it's just about. I mean, it's ingredients. So like, Riley makes her own from scratch, but that's just because we always have flour, butter, milk, sugar. We always have those ingredients, but we don't necessarily always have.
Don't you need baking soda?
Yep. Yeah, but that's a common ingredient. I mean, it's like a common kitchen ingredient. So chances are you would have everything you need to make a home from scratch cake at any day of the week, but you may not have a cake mix. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because it just takes a little more time. That's why people tend to opt for the boxed ones, because they come ready to go. You just dump them, crack an egg, throw in your oil, and mix it. You know.
I love to bake at home. Only problem is we don't have a very good mixer. We don't have a stand mixer. We have the one where you have to hold it over the bowl. And
old school mixing.
It's electric, but only my sister has a standing mixer.
I really like my mixer. It's nothing exciting, but it is a bowl one, that you like, a sitting one.
The place my mom gets my birthday cakes from, they're getting more expensive now, and it's like it's got to a point where last year my mom almost didn't get me a birthday cake.
Aw. Now they do make gluten-free birthday cakes, Dusty, that are in mixes. They're not too expensive. I want to say you can get a decent brand one for like maybe $5 or $6.
Okay.
So if maybe in the past she couldn't make them because they were gluten-free, just let her know. I think even like Betty Crocker makes gluten-free ones now.
Unfortunately, my mom is just very it's like gluten-free, just for it to have a label on it that says gluten-free is not good enough for my mom. She's also looking for other ingredients that according to her group, are bad. And if it has that stuff... How does
she know what the baker uses, though? You know what I mean? Like, at least this way she knows what, at least this way she knows exactly what's in them. Whereas if the baker does it, you don't really know,
Yeah.
They'll say it's
Well, it's
gluten
not
free,
that
but
I
they can do
care-
whatever
it's
they
not
want.
that I
You would never
care-
know.
It's not that I care about it, it's that she does.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you
there's
don't
some
need
pretty.
to have gluten free.
Dusty eats gluten free.
Oh, do they have to, or are they?
Well,
Their mom prefers
my
it.
mom insists it because of, well, apparently, at non-gluten free, it's basically toxic, according to her.
Toxic. Yeah. Yeah. It's not. I mean, there are people that believe that, and that's up to them. I don't personally believe it, but yeah. So, but they do like even because it used to be, it was really hard to find gluten free cake and cookie mixes, and when you did find them, they were really, really expensive. But I saw that now, like even big name ones like Betty Crocker, like, you know, like big name in those fields, are now also doing it because diets like keto diets are really popular. And so people are cutting out gluten that are not just gluten free, if that makes any sense. Like there's other diets and other ways of eating lifestyles that also require being gluten free. So it's kind of a thing, not for the reasons that Dusty's mom think. It's just more of like an intolerance reason. Like my stomach doesn't do very well with gluten. I have what's called a gluten intolerance. I'm not allergic to it, but it can make my stomach hurt, things like that.
But my thing is, I don't think I've eaten anything with gluten in it for over a decade, so I have no idea if
Most
I
of your
even
life.
still have an intolerance. So, like, who knows? I probably don't.
Well, it kind of, one of the things in the early days of like when the whole like vaccines, you know, cause autism, during that early era when like, you know, people were talking out their butts about it, meaning they're talking like they know what they're talking about, but they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
One of the big things they did then was the whole gluten-free, casein-free diet. And there's a mom, a celebrity mom, who was really popular at the time, and her son has autism, and she was one of the ones telling, you know, all these moms that gluten is toxic and it's why your child is angry and has behavioral problems. And so I also followed that advice because I was like, well, yeah, Riley's really aggressive. She was an incredibly aggressive child. And I mean, just flat out mean, aggressive child. So I was like, well, maybe. And so we did that for about a year. And Riley did very poorly on it. She quit eating altogether. She just was not doing well. She needed the gluten and she needed to eat. And once we got her back on normal foods, like she improved. But it's not to say some people may have benefited, some may not have. But they were preaching it like all autistic kids need to, and it's toxic. It's gonna kill them. That's not true. That's the false part.
I am so lucky. Like, I'm so lucky that, like, I was able to adapt to gluten-free because my mom basically was forcing me to do that.
Yeah, you did adapt to it pretty well. But you do need, like, some people, it's really best, and this is what I always tell people, because you guys know, when I work with families, sometimes the moms would be like, should I go gluten-free, casein-free? Should I remove red dye? Because that's another one, is red dye. Should I do these things because all these books tell me to? And I always tell them, you need to work with a nutritionist that will work with your child, because removing gluten from some kids could really hurt them. Removing sugar from some kids can really hurt them. And it's really a by child kind of thing. And so I always tell people, if you're really concerned about it, check with your insurance, find out who you can go to, and have them look at them. They went to school for it, you know? They know what they're talking about. Yes. What
this is, I mean, I know you probably heard this from other places, but my mom literally believes that the U.S., like, why there's so much crime in the U.S., it's the food we're eating. She believes that.
I think most scientists would tell you that is wrong. That's not right at all. Crime, when you commit a crime, that's a decision you're making neurologically. Like, there's no food that is going to encourage you to commit a crime. You might have stomach pains. You might be agitated because your stomach hurts. If you have something like I have Crohn's, and when my stomach hurts really bad, I do get very grumpy, but I don't think about robbing a bank. I don't think about murdering someone. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's fear mongering is what that is, Dusty. Do you know what fear mongering is?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically puts fear in people, and so you'll believe it. You'll say, "Well, I need to do that diet so my child doesn't become a criminal," which that's just crazy to even think about. But I really wish your mom would look more into stuff instead of just believing all that stuff, you know, or looking outside of the echo chamber, because your mom is looking into it. But the problem is she's looking into it in places that echo this. So if you're surrounding yourself with, like, let's say Facebook groups that all are similar, and you do your
That's-
quote unquote research, you're just gonna research more echo chamber.
That's
So you have to
literally.
get out. Yeah.
That's
your
literally.
mom.
That's literally where she is.
Yeah, and so you have to leave those echo chambers and then research it for yourself. And then when you see someone saying the opposite of what you have already been reading, you have to be open-minded to look at both sides. And the problem with echo chambers is they will do things like gaslighting and manipulating, saying if you even look into these other sides, or if someone tells you this is wrong, they're just trying to hurt your child. So now if you go to look into it, you're going to be like, well, I don't want to hurt my child, so what? I guess I can't look into it. That's manipulation. It's really bad what these sites take advantage of people like your mom.
Yeah, my mom has basically become a manipulator at this point, and that's half the reason why my family's in the turmoil it is.
Yeah, I'm really sorry for that. It does affect it affects everyone. Every single person when that's in the family, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, Blue, my friends,
Hi.
one of my best friends is graduating today, graduating high school.
Ooh, that's exciting. Are they gonna have a graduation party or anything?
Yes. Or actually, remember that friend I invited over here on Skade?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was, what was their, whatever, I only think it was one friend. Yeah. That's them. They're graduating. They're actually the same age as me, but they graduated this year, so.
That's cool.
Their graduation is held today. It's gonna be inside, probably. I wasn't.
Gosh, you guys graduate so early. It's like Arizona. You guys graduate so early.
Yeah. I'm not going to her graduation, like, to the graduation, but I'm gonna go to her party, so.
Oh, yay. Well, that's exciting.
Hopefully it doesn't rain tomorrow.
Yeah, you guys got quite the thunderstorm last night, though. I wasn't home at first, and so when I started checking it while I was out, I was looking at my app and I tracked it. And yeah, I felt pretty good you weren't going to have an actual tornado.
I actually
but
tuned in.
definitely storms.
I actually briefly tuned into kind of like a live forecast about that, exactly what's going on, and yeah,
is it Ryan Hall though?
Well,
I didn't see Ryan Hall streaming last night.
There's this other one I watched called Maximum Velocity. It's either Ryan Hall or them. I watch.
Yeah, Reed Timmer would be another good one. The only problem with Reed Timmer is he screams a lot, and I have a hard time watching him.
Yeah.
Because he gets really excited and he's really animated, like in general. And he will scream
He's like, oh my god! So he's literally like, oh, there's a tornado here. Oh, tornado possible. Like it's like that.
Yes, basically, exactly that. But it's not. But not like in that tone. It's like I couldn't even replicate it. Screaming how he screams and gets really, really excited and. It's a tornado! And like screams and he intercepts them. He's got what's called the Dominator. I don't know if you remember, but Birthday Team made one for pizza. We made the Dominator. In fact, it was Bulky, didn't it? Bulky, didn't you make it?
Yep, I did make it.
Dominator. Yep. And so that's what he uses. So, whereas Ryan Hall is sitting at a desk very calmly, and he has all of his guys that are out there.
Sorry,
Ooh,
I hit a guy that was about to land with
that always feels so good.
Evan's favorite weapon.
Oh, the hand cannon.
Yeah.
But
it just feels so.
Oh no, you're fine. So I like watching the calm ones. I can take the input better when people are calm. When I watch Reed, it's very exciting, but I can't take the input. I can't receive the input because my brain is like trying to also understand why he's screaming,
And for me, it's like It's like when I'm actually watching the live, like, weather, broadcasts about the storms, especially if it's for storms for my area, I get really tense. Like, it's like I have that feeling that's like something bad might happen soon, and it's like it really fuels that fear that's in my head, and it's like,
Yeah, you don't want to watch Reed then. No.
yeah. I mean, I try my best to stay calm, and like, I feel like now, I guess I'm better at being calm, but it's just, I don't think I'm ever gonna get to the point where I could be under a tornado warning and I'd just be totally calm, like nothing's actually going on. Like, I'm going to always
You
gonna be
should never.
scared.
You should always be weather aware, and weather aware comes with fear. You need to have a little bit so that you don't be like, oh, I'm not even going to worry about it, and then you're not prepared. You know what I mean? Ryan talks about that all the time. Just be weather aware. It's okay to have a little bit of fear, and the more time, Dusty, that goes between you and the tornado you went through, you'll get a little less you'll slowly over the years get a little less scared, but you always want to remain very vigilant and like weather aware, which does include a little bit of fear.
Yeah.
Well, I've never been too scared of the weather. I do get worried. I worry about if the weather's gonna be bad, but like I've never like, once I cried about the weather. But when I like 4th grade, there was like a tornado right outside the school, and I wasn't crying or anything.
One last one.
But then again, I was like 10 years old, so.
It's just
I've only been through 2 tornadoes.
Yeah.
One time it was at a Burger King, and then one was at home. And the one at home flipped our tree completely upside down, and that was really scary for me as a kid. So I'm with Dusty. I get excited with them because I do, as you guys know, I study meteorology. But at the same time, if I was where Dusty is, I would be peeing my pants.
Yeah, it's just what the one I particularly went through was really scary, and it's like we weren't even like fully prepared for it. It's like I mean, we knew at some point a tornado was coming, but at the same time we were like scrambling just to get stuff downstairs, and like literally right before it hit, my sister, I believe, was literally scrambling just to get our cat downstairs.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like literally right as they were getting the cat downstairs in the cat carrier, that's when the lights went out.
Well, I'm gonna go. Bye.
It was just
Be magic. See you a little later.
All right, bye.
It was really traumatic for me, and especially at my age I was at the time. It's just, you know.
It can. Those things can really affect you a long term. I was scared of tornadoes for a very long time after the one that we went through, and when I was a little kid, and it does stick with you. But it also inspired me to want to know more about it, and that's why I do classes for it, just out of for fun. That's all. I just really enjoy it. I enjoy forecasting.
I mean, I'm kind of the same way. I mean, even as scared as I am of them, I do also find them fascinating, but it's you know, it's... I mean, they're cool to learn about, but when it's coming for you, it's scary.
Yeah. And yep, but that's how it should be. You should be, you know what I mean?
I mean, it could kill you, so you, of course, you gotta be scared so you can be safe.
Exactly.
It would just be nice if maybe I could tame my fear, at least to the point where I'm not, like, experiencing physical pain, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Well, it just might take a while is all.
Yeah.
Again, it might take another 10 years. It could. Sad to say, but that's how that is. And when we're terrified of something, our bodies make us terrified for a reason. It's so that we do stay aware. That feelings that you get, what we call fear, back in the day before we had terms for things, that's what kept people safe in villages, things like that, because you have to listen to your senses.
It's,
you know,
yeah,
they're
it's
telling you
like the
danger.
It's like the old fight or flight.
Right, it's danger, and we do need to respect it. Now, we live in an age that, okay, well, that's not as dangerous for us because we have technology, right? We have ways of keeping ourselves safe, but it's still danger, and so we do have to listen to our bodies, you know?
Yeah. I mean, at least, like, me, as crazy as it might be to move my whole computer downstairs, at least that's a good coping skill for me.
It is, and I don't think it's crazy at all. It's incredibly smart because let's say the tornado itself misses you guys by, like, I don't know, let's say 10 or so miles. Guess what? You're still gonna get incredibly high winds.
Yeah.
And you could still have your damage in your roof. You could still have this kind of damage that that would cause a leak that could cause your computer to be ruined. So, and also too, it gives you something to do while you're down there. I think it's very smart you do it. Does it take time? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes, I think. You know, I
have to kind of do it like in advance. Like if there's gonna be like, okay, I know there's gonna be bad weather.
Tomorrow's gonna be bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I just have to do it in advance.
You plan ahead. Dusty, you're very smart with all of this. That's it. Just flat out smart. Like, you're doing it the right way. That's all.
It's just the only thing. I mean, I'm not as concerned about this as I am tornadoes, but it's like. With a lot of rain also comes the risk of flash flooding. And, well, if you have a basement,
and you guys might be looking at that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that, but yeah.
I mean, we've never had a flood, but they always say, well, if you've never had a flood, don't think you can never have one. You prepare for it.
Floods are hard. And one of the reasons I think they're a lot harder to deal with sometimes than other things is because if you're not prepared, your house can flood, and that'll destroy your house faster than maybe, you know, other things. It's maybe not faster, but it's a worse destroy, you know.
Yeah.
I have to take a call, so I'm gonna mute for just a few minutes. I'll unmute in a few minutes.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna keep playing in this game, but I'm gonna have to go. This is my doctor's office, and we're trying to work through a claim, and they need my help with some stuff.
I'm sorry, I just wanted I don't know, it's just like, I kind of wanted to finish our talk.
Oh, well, we can finish it maybe later today.
Okay.
I can perhaps like hop and chill or something. No, it's a great discussion. I've just got to work with, this is an MA that's working with me, and she just called me back. So I do have to go. I'll keep playing this game out, but I won't be there for the outro. So yeah, so I just wanted to say bye, guys.
As soon as like you're done with that, like could you maybe DM me, like to let me know you're done, or?
Yeah, I can let you know. Absolutely.
Okay,
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Hey, Evan.
Hello.
Wow,
Hi.
you literally just missed Blue leaving. I mean, I'm not saying that to make you feel bad, but it's just crazy timing.
That's the way it is, but it actually went.
Yep. Let me see. Headshot player.
Hi, Evan.
How's it going?
Good. Oh, mostly good. I have some stress, though. Some stressors I have to deal with.
Yeah? Those things happen. But you'll get through it. You're very mentally strong, Circuit.
Yeah. But it's just, I'm kinda, especially with the whole storm thing I'm having to deal with here in the US, I'm just kinda getting a little bit battle weary as far as that goes. What, are you just busy with, are you doing something, or like you're unusually quiet?
Sorry. There's a couple reasons for that. One, I've only just got home. I've been out all afternoon and evening.
Yeah.
So I've had stuff going on. I had an exam earlier as well today in the morning, so I'm very tired from that still. So I am going to be definitely a lot more sort of like zoned out, and that's just because I've just had a very busy day.
That's fine. It's just I'm like, wow, that's totally not becoming.
I'm not used to it. Yeah. No, I've had a few people say that, and yes, it is definitely not like me.
Yeah. Oh, I just actually got a kind of a... Well, I guess everyone's a little busy, but it's like... I just got this kill where, like, I actually eliminated 2 people that were, like, using, potions to heal up. That was kind of satisfying.
It's 2007.
Are we playing another round, or are we done for today, or what are we doing?
I'm still eating, so I probably won't be. But yeah.
Thank you all for watching. This has been me, Dusty Circuit, here with some Fortnite with Skade. If you all liked what you saw, remember to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see my next videos, just sure to hit the bell for notifications.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out. Bye.
Ring.